Yeah, just as the thumbnail screams, we're restoring a trailer. Not just slapping paint on rust, but dragging this crusty relic back from the brink. It's a messy, glorious project, full of mistakes, side quests, and questionable decisions. Today, it's all about the wheels. Two rusty survivors that somehow still hold air. Stick around, because there's a twist waiting at the end. And next comes the prep work. The part nobody ever puts into a glossy thumbnail. Years of neglect, cobwebs, and whatever creatures once called this wheel home, all getting brushed away like I'm trying to erase the trailer's entire tragic backstory. And yeah, you'll notice I keep brushing the same spot over and over. And not because I needed it, I probably nailed it on the first pass, but because I was staring at the layers of paint and rust, hoping the wheel would just give up its secrets. Maybe even transform them into something easy, something quick. And spoiler, it didn't. And this is where I made my next mistake. The kind you only admit when you're deep into a project and too tired to lie. I wanted to prove the gospel of wire wheels. Twisted wire, straight strand, cut brushes, brass, the whole choir. I wanted to show that with enough elbow grease and misplaced opticism, you could resurrect metal. Sandblasting? Chemical stripping? Yes, sensible options. Naturally, I ignored all of them. I was going to do this manually, like some stubborn pilgrim on a rust removal vision quest. And so I scrubbed, and scrubbed, and scrubbed. Hours slipped by. The sun moved. My sanity wobbled. A job that should have taken 30 minutes stretched into something biblical. But eventually, the wheel surrendered. Not gracefully, not quickly, but it surrendered. And that's the thing about restoration. Sometimes the hardest part isn't the rust. It's admitting that you chose the hard way on purpose. And now that we've coaxed some shiny metal, it's time for a quick wipe with wax and grease remover. A little cleansing before we drown it in phosphoric acid and let the rust know that its days are numbered. After the phosphoric acid has had a day or two to pickle the metal, we finally get to do what this wheel has been begging for. Give it some long overdue protective paint. But paint and rubber, they've never been friends. So before anything gets sprayed, I spend a ridiculous amount of time masking things off. Professional overspray control, or at least the illusion of it. Think teenage boy on a first date, protection ready, just in case. Inside and out, paint becomes a kind of armour. A night shield against whatever the road, the weather, or time decides to throw at it. Unlike its previous owner, who clearly didn't give a damn, I want this wheel to have the protection it deserves, and yeah, to look sexy as hell while doing it. And now for the twist. The wheels came out brilliant. Hours of scraping, brushing, pickling, painting, all to undo years of neglect. But here's the punchline. These wheels will never actually be used on the trailer. Not a single kilometre. Sometimes restoration gives you beauty you never actually needed.